Yep, my name is Danny Boy from La Coka Nostra. For the most part, is that creative expression, and I've been doing this on the hip hop side of things for over 20 years now. What I do in hip hop is the craziest job in hip hop, especially for a white group, because I've been doing it for 20 years, and I'm a creative director. I'm not a rapper. I'm not a producer. I don't consider myself an MC. I'm a hype man. I'm an ideas guy. I'm a logo guy, and I'm a big picture guy, which is a trip because a lot of times, man, for years I've been trying to figure out, like, what is it that I do here? Like in House of Pain, I created the logo, the name, I built up the outer exterior to it. Everlast was the driving force, and it worked, you know what I'm saying? And with La Coka Nostra, I try to put a lot of the same like-minded characters in the room, skinned it up, come up with logos, bring in other artists, bring in other producers, and so it's a unique position. And I'm always looking for the next kind of challenge, and the importance of what? I would suggest nobody do what I did. You know what I mean? Looking back, man, I'm in my 40s. I'm 43 now. I'm looking back and I'm looking like, where's my 401k and where's my retirement plan? There is none. I pay my own medical, my own dental, my own. You know what I mean? And in this business, especially now, this ain't the 80s, man. This is every. You fight for every inch of ground. And it's a full-time job, man. A lot of dudes, man, that was the kind of thing. My job exists because other dudes were so good at what they did, they weren't good at a lot of other things. You know what I mean? They were so good at rhyming that they weren't good at the packaging and the marketing and the branding. So I do that, you know what I'm saying? But looking back, if I could do something different, I would have got an education along the line, except for the street one that I got. I would have got one. I would have went, took some college courses on, money management and maybe investment banking or something, you know what I mean? So it's tough, man. It's one of those things, man, like, you got to really be passionate about it because it doesn't always pay. When it pays, it paid good. I've made millions in this business and I've also spent millions. But, truth be told, man, it's feast or famine, and so you got to really enjoy the journey. Just staying in, it's like a roller coaster ride, sometimes it's way up and sometimes it's way down, and you got to be able to take those downs with those highs go with those lows, and I try to get an even keel ride out of it now. I try to go, more linear, that I don't have to, experience that kind of stuff, in your 40s, it's a lot different than it was in your 20s. In your 20s, for me, at least, it was about getting drunk and, put the smash on girls and, just hogging, trying to make as much money as you could and, not looking back. And in my 40s, it's about trying to stay, fit and trying to eat right, trying to get to bed and get it. I heard someone else say it, and I'll repeat it, but, they were talking about, in hip hop, they're talking about don't sleep and, never not working. It's time to, get a little good night's rest and to preserve your sanity, man. So I try not to, burn the candle at both ends nowadays, man. I just try to pick, the projects I like and then focus on one thing at a time, La Coka Nostra is a tricky thing, man, because we're all in our, we're all hitting the 40s. Ill Bill's birthday's next month, and Slane's right behind. And, the good thing about it, La Coka shows that it happens, and the bad thing about the La Coka thing is that it might never happen again. It's such fragile because everybody has some different careers, and we're all in the, the second phase of our lives, man. We're at that halfway, God willing, we're midlife crisis area right now, you know what I mean? So anytime we do something, it's monumental for us even, you know what I mean? So it's like, whoa, we actually got it to go. So, but we just try to play it like a loose suit and just, enjoy what we do. And, man, hopefully as, from a creative director's point of view, man, and not as, as just one dude from one thing, man. I brought a lot of stuff in hip hop, especially for white boys, man, rest in peace MCA, I want to say that, the Beastie Boys were what inspired us, as House of Pain, especially me, and continue to do so. But I came in after that era, after the Hayes logos and all those kind of stuff that Say Adams did for them, and that was what I wanted to do, man. I wanted to do what Jamie Reed did for the Sex Pistols. I wanted to do that for hip hop, and through other artists and bringing it, I've branded a whole, side of a hip hop, thing, and a lot of it goes overlooked. And so, in the end, I think when they look at the body of work, they'll see like, man, this dude really did a lot of, and my imprint is on, on hip hop.